I'm gonna give myself a B preemptively. Oh, about lost my front wheel there. That would have been fun.
Is all the data great? Yeah. Do we really need it? Maybe? Ooh, we're about to lose the camera. Hey everybody, welcome to this week's video. This week's gonna be a little different. We're gonna take an endurance ride and make it a challenge ride. So this challenge ride, my goal is to be as consistent as possible without using this guy here. So let's see how close to 173 watts we can hold today. I'm gonna give myself a buffer of 5 watts in each direction. I think that's a pretty reasonable goal to be within 10 watts. 10 watts a grade here. We'll go off that grading scale of 10 watts a grade, and I think this will be an excellent ride. Let's see how well I can do when I just pace myself and I ignore this computer. So this is roughly our start-finish line. I'm gonna do 2 laps from here. They're like 4 3/4 miles, somewhere around that mark. Did a rough outline on Komoot and about 300 feet of elevation per lap. So let's see how consistent I can be without the Garmin computer.
All right, you guys ready? Count it in with me. Let's start in 3, 2, 1, go. Go ahead and flip that suspension over, make it a little more comfortable. That's feeling pretty good so far. I'd have to guess I'm just a little inconsistent, to say the least. I'm gonna give myself a B preemptively on this first lap. Let's see how close my guess is. I feel like I'm doing like 160 and then 200 back and forth. But I bet the average is just out of range. I'm gonna guess 167 or 166. But I've yet to hit the hardest portion yet. Holding watts downhill on the pavement on a gravel bike is difficult. All right, well, I think every car in the city has passed me, but that was the end of the first lap. So we're gonna go ahead and check out the time there. I am gonna have to change my ruling a little bit. I am gonna put the GPS up here, but I'm gonna put it on battery saver mode. I had to restart the ride 3 different times there because it shut itself off in my pocket. So I don't know how good the data for that first ride is gonna be. I'm gonna go ahead and apologize in advance, but I'm gonna go ahead and guess I got a B. I don't think I was as consistent as I should have been, but I don't feel like I was ever pushing hard either. So let's go ahead and get on to that second lap, see how much better we do there. Again, changing the rule set just a little bit, putting the GPS up here. That way we get good, clean data. And I'm gonna do a start to finish run on this one. Maybe we'll even just do a full time lapse of the chest cam for you so you can see exactly how it goes. So we're hitting the road portion here for the second lap. I'm gonna do a little trick called scrubbing your brakes. So I'm just gonna lightly pull this rear brake almost the entire downhill, just so still have my front for emergency stops, but that'll keep me able to pedal this power. So we're gonna start applying brake now and trying to hold what we think is good power. And I'm keeping my upper body nice and upright, making a good sail. Lock that suspension out too, that'll help. Oh, about lost my front wheel there. That would have been fun. That stop signs are finished, let's go. Key is keeping steady. And there's our lap, let's go. So something I noticed, and I was making sure to not look at the power, just as a disclaimer here. Whenever my radar picks up a car from behind, it does turn the screen on. So I apologize. Maybe we'll do this later with the tape screen. Now it's time to mosey on home, and then we'll talk about the ride, see how I did.
Well, that was a fun couple of laps on the gravel bike. It's been a while since I've been on that bike, and it was great to ride. It's nice to get back off-road a little bit and just have some chill endurance miles. So let's go ahead and evaluate that first lap. So a quick disclaimer here. I did the best I could to estimate these laps. I did pause quite a few times to get some of these shots, so we are going on the best average that I could make of the time frame. So here's a rough graph of the first lap where we averaged 167 watts. So I called it. I got a B on that first lap, but just barely. We only missed our goal by 1 watt. I mean, really, that's 6 watts off, but still, pretty good ride. I'll take that for how much I was filming. I never really got to just sit there and spin consistently, so we'll take that for the first lap around. Let's go ahead and look at the second lap. So just one major stop in the second lap, so it got to be a lot more consistent. I've noticed the longer I can ride, the more consistent I can be, so test that for yourself and see. But here's the second lap. I averaged 173 watts on the dot. The normalized power was a little higher at 178, so I was varying a bit, but we're still in the goal either way. That was a fantastic ride. So the whole point of this ride was pretty simple. No Garmin, no power target, no pacing screen, just riding off feel. Because honestly, that's how a race is going to go. You're riding off feel most of the time. Is all the data great? Yeah. Do we really need it? Maybe. Maybe not. It is really nice for navigation, but it's also really nice to not be buried in that head unit and to just get to really enjoy a ride. So next time you're out for an endurance ride, go ahead and try this challenge. See how well you can stay nice and consistent and hold the average you were supposed to hold without staring at that computer the whole time. It makes endurance rides a lot more fun. Just get out and enjoy the beauty. And remember, gotta love to ride the bike. Thank you guys for joining this week. If you haven't already, go ahead and throw a like and a sub down in there for me. Thank you so much. I'll see you next week.